playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Hobbs Farm. And pretty much picking up where we left off last episode here. Still plowing on field 3. And then the 9560 here is working on cultivating field 10. Ooh, I should probably move the 8530. I just noticed that here. Get this tractor moved out of the way here in a moment. And hopefully this episode we're going to start out by buying a new, larger tractor. Well, maybe not larger than what we already have. I mean, Big Bud's pretty big. But another large tractor here. And then also somebody suggested, I think it was Delcom, suggested the Anhydrous Ammonia pack for fertilizing. So we're going to give that a try as well. I've downloaded that pack, and we'll see how that goes. Let's put this away here a moment. And 8530 here. That's probably large enough to pull the anhydrous sprayer, I would think. Really not a sprayer, more of a applicator. Or injector might be more appropriate, maybe. And for new tractors, somebody in the comments asked for maybe John Deere 9RT, and that was kind of my thoughts as well, looking at one of the 9RT John Deere tractors. So I think we're probably going to go that route. I mean, we'll double check in the shop here. I haven't actually looked at the shop here, see what we have for the 9RT. I know we got one, or at least a set anyway. So just put this back in the shed for now. I believe we're all out of slurry. At least at the BGA, anyway. The cows there probably have some slurry yet, but not much. Look out for that door coming down. Okay. We'll just, and this is one dirty tractor, by the way. So one thing I don't like about this 8530, it gets really dirty. Let's just give it a bath here a moment. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. Let's check out the anhydrous ammonia applicators here first a moment. And it actually comes with its own category, interestingly enough. Ooh, danger too yet. And I think there's actually supposed to be 3 different styles of these, I think. I must have forgot to activate one of them. So we got 3 sizes of tanks here, single, double, and triple tanks. And then we got, again, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be 3 different toolbars here, but I only got 2 types. So we got the case, and I'm assuming the side dress here. I've not actually used these myself yet, so I'm not 100% sure on this. But I'm assuming the side dress toolbar is when you already have crops planted in the field. That's when you can use the side dress. I'm assuming the regular one here, you probably don't want to use this one if you have crops planted in the field. Which in our case, the fields I want to do, we don't have crops in them. So we'll probably go ahead and get this one. I'm thinking the case one. And we'll probably get the triple tank there as well. I don't know if the side dress one, if that one works with or without fields planted. Not sure on that one. Because we could possibly do it with the fields planted as well. So maybe we should get the side dress one. I'm not sure if there's a benefit of one over the other. Other than, like I said, as far as I know, the side dress, you can use it on crops that have already been planted. We'll start with a regular one here, I guess. Purchase that. And like I said, we're going to go with the triple tanks. Wow, what a jump in price. Single, $12,000. Double, $45,000. Triples, $65,000. Wow, that is not that much more. I mean, am I seeing that wrong there, folks? I mean, one tank, 7,500. 2 tanks, 12,000. That's only 5,000 more. Yeah, something doesn't seem quite right here. Both outfitted with 1,475 gallon tanks. Got 2 of them on here. 7,500 liters, 10,000 liters. Shouldn't it be more like 14,000 liters if it's got 2? Oh, I guess these are 1,450 gallon tanks, not 75. Okay, so 25 gallon less, or actually 50 gallon less there, but yeah, something don't seem right there. Maybe we'll actually just go with a single tank here, I'm thinking. Now here it says 5,583 liters. There it says 7,570. Interesting. Let's just go with a single for now. We'll, main color. Yeah, we got a case one, so let's go with red. That's fine. We'll see how this all works here. And I'm just going to reset them from the shop there. That is not anything to do with anhydrous. That's just our Ford King Ranch down there. That's typically what you see anywhere. Anyway, just the single tanks. So now these tanks or actually the anhydrous toolbars actually come with a warning about FPS. So we might experience some frame rate issues here. We'll see once. And we'll probably have to get that tank filled here first. Hopefully that fills up at the regular fertilizer. It didn't occur to me to check that. I know I've seen anhydrous placeable refill points. So, like I said, hopefully this fills up at the regular fertilizer here. If not, we might not be using this episode then. This refill spot still annoys me with the fact it doesn't actually mark where you have to refill from. Oh, at the side of the tank. Ah, there we go. Good, it does refill from here. And looks like the shop is correct when it said 7,500. Now if there's a hitch on the back, I wonder if we can connect another tank on the back of this tank here. I don't know if that would work or not. And I don't know if there's a hitch on the back of it either. It looks like there is a hitch, but whether or not it actually can attach to something, that's the question. Okay, let's fold it out here. No, we do not need our lights on. $11.8 meters. That's something I did not look at. What does the shop say for width here? Doesn't actually say. Okay, that's rather interesting. I guess it doesn't say. It does say 250 horsepower, so we should be more than good on that with the 8530 here. And we don't have to turn the back tank on or do nothing with that, looks like. Just checking here. Yes, that does result in halving the FPS. Wow, that is painful. There was something about, and I don't quite understand, there's something about individual plow marks, and it can't be avoided. Number one, I don't believe the mod author when he says it can't be avoided. I'm sure it can be avoided somehow, but still pretty cool, though. And let's just double check. It is putting fertilizer down. Interesting, it's kind of like missing a section there. I'm not sure what's up with that. And you can hire a worker. Okay, so good to know we can hire a worker here when we get sick of doing this. before I go too far here, let's buy another tractor here as well. Field 10 can be planted. And like I said, we're going for the 9RT here. And we might as well go for the big one, which is, at least for this pack, the 9560. I'm pretty sure you can get a 9620, but this pack unfortunately does not have that. So $486,000 for that. That is one expensive tractor. Maybe we'll just hire this here a moment so it at least keeps going. I do want to get this field planted yet, or at least start planting at this episode if we can. So there we go. There's our new tractor. You know what? Just for the sake of saving time again here, I am going to reset that. And I will have to say, this is a pretty good looking 9560 RT. At least I think it is anyway. Okay, so we're going to grab our large seeder here. The row crop seeder, that is, the DB120. And it looks like we're doing pretty good on seed with that, so it doesn't look like we need to fill it. At least not yet, anyway. Okay, let's read some comments here a moment. Dwayne was saying there's gold coins at Hobbs and Props on Pleasant Valley. I'll have to remember to check that out next time I'm on the server there. Take a look around to Hobbs and Props for some gold coins. I think we're down to 38 left, I'd like to say I've seen. So 38 coins, gold coins left to find on Pleasant Valley yet. And, of course, it's not going to take long to plant field 10 here with this seeder. And hire the worker on the 9560. Probably, yes, he is complete. So let's get him moved out of the way here before he gets in the way. Zach was asking, where can I get the GPS mod with the Green Star GPS sounds? Well, that is a special version of the GPS mod that we made to have that. The only way you can get that is if you download it from our multiplayer server. We are using that version of the GPS mod on the multiplayer server. So, if you download the mods for the multiplayer server, you can get that version of the GPS mod. Yeah, that's really hitting the FPS hard there with that toolbar. I was a little concerned about that. I think that's why I did not download and check that out before. I seen that warning message on there. It's like, okay, stay away from it. I mean, when a mod author puts warning may cause FPS lag, it's like, no. Still, it's really cool how it works. It's just, it'd be nice if the mod author could figure out how to get around the FPS lag. And like I say, I don't believe him for one split second when he says he cannot fix it. Or, well, maybe he can't fix it. There is, I'm sure, a way to fix it. What that would be, I don't know. Luke Patel was saying, yes, there is a train like that, the blue one. It's called a Mallard, the fastest steam train. Talking about the train mechanic simulator repairing steam trains. That's rather interesting. Drew was saying, love your videos. Look forward to them every day. Thank you very much for that. Of course, now we're going to have to wait to cultivate here again for the 8530 to kind of get ahead of us. Like we're moving along quite nicely there. 8R series is finished. Oh. Yeah, okay. I should probably do something about this. Like maybe get the field leader out here and make a few passes along this field here. Although why the hired worker has to turn so far out here, I'm not entirely sure. Delcom was saying, Case and International Harvesters were separate companies at one time. They merged and became Case IH. That is true, and then now it is Case IH and New Holland, which is the, let me think here, CNH group. So Case, New Holland. He's also saying, I'd love to see a versatile tractor showcased. Pretty sure there's some versatile tractors for Farming Simulator 17. I know there was some of that back in 15 anyway. Oh, interesting. It looks like we're getting, it is 3 levels of fertilization, right? Yeah, we're missing a few strips here and there. That is kind of weird. I'm not sure that I like that. I guess we'll just have to see what it does there. Yeah, it looks like it's missing little bits and pieces. I don't know why that would be, but... Tyson was saying, keep up the good work. You're one of my favorites. Thank you very much for that. Red Rebel was saying there's a bunch of little things that aren't done with the map, like the finished PDA with everything listed. Many things are listed, though, and thankfully we're given early access to the beta release of this map. Talking about Pleasant Valley, we are not playing on a beta release of Pleasant Valley that I know of. As far as I know, that is the released version of Pleasant Valley, so that's not beta. Not to say the mod author is still not working on it. As far as I know, he is working on updating and fixing stuff. Thunderbird Lead was saying, nice mod for the road trains. They're really cool. Yes, they do the job. Epic Gaming was saying you should get the realistic dirt mod if you don't already have it. He says don't bother reading the comment. Well, I do have it single player. We don't have it multiplayer. So how's that? I am using the real mods here in single player, but like I said, we're not using them in multiplayer, just to eliminate the. Oh, that was weird. What was up with that? Yes, like I said, not using them on multiplayer. Just kind of felt like extra mods that just didn't add that much to the game necessarily, so we're not using them for multiplayer. And I realize I should probably get this tractor added to a group here. A moment. What are you? Small, half the way done with this field here already. Like I say, won't take long with this seeder. Realize as well, where are the wood chips sitting at here? We still have 839,000 wood chips to sell. Price is doing good again. Let's start up course play here a moment. And probably one of our next big purchases is going to be another field. Let's go back to the map here a moment. Thinking probably like field 1. Let's actually let's look how much this costs here a minute. Oh, almost 3 million. So yeah, that's might be one of our next purchases. We'll have to see once here. But yeah, it's like I said, kind of looking for another field here. Although I'm not sure we'll have to or want to spend that much exactly. That would be kind of the ideal field to have, though, I think. Anyway, we could probably start cultivating here. I guess we'll just leave the 8530 there hired. It's not going to take us long here to catch up with the cultivator, so... This probably is going to contribute a little bit to the FPS lag as well. Now that we got the plow working on the field, we got the anhydrous on the field, and now we're going to be cultivating the field. Peterbilt is in traffic already. Oh, look at that. They both met the same spot. Assuming the 8370 goes there, he should be fine. What showed up, of course, appear not to be the case. Oh, no, he is going. Okay, we're good. Sort of, anyway. I'm just looking at this here. Am I missing something? I think that's what I'm missing. The anhydrous does not put down a solid fertilizer line, does it? That is why we are seeing this this nonsense on the map. I wonder if that's what the mod author was talking about when he says that contributes to the lag. I mean, okay, mind you, that is somewhat realistic when it does it that way, but come on, just make it solid all the way across. That's just ridiculous. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, like I said, definitely not liking the FPS drop there, but oh well. It's not terrible, at least not on my computer anyway. Usually starts going below 30, it's like, okay, that's time to start looking at stuff, which it is below 20. Yeah, I don't like to see 20. Don't really like to see 25 either. I'm okay with 30, but... yeah, even if we look away from it, it still does it. That's pretty bad. Yeah, unfortunately, I probably won't be keeping those then, unfortunately, because of that. 2 reasons. One, obviously the FPS. I don't like that. It's not terrible, like I said. I could probably put up with it if they worked good. But with the fact that they work the way they do, that's not ideal in my opinion. Jacob was saying, love your work. I've been watching for over a year now. That's pretty cool. Randy was saying, being a custom applicator, we usually spray at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Dry fertilizer up to 20 miles per hour. Yeah, compared to in-game here, a measly 7 miles per hour. New Holland Farmer was saying that you should try a New Holland T8 versus Case Magnum. Almost the same tractors there. Case and New Holland being together like that. We better wait for the 8530 here to finish. And you know what we need to do? Do we have enough money for another large tractor here? A moment. Question is which one? Oh, 8R? Yeah, I don't know if we want to go with another 8R because I don't know if that'd be big enough. We can bump it up to the 8400, 400 horsepower versus 370. I think we have to go with another 9R here. That's what I'm thinking here. Wheel setup, rear wheel weights, twin wheels with rear weights, twin wheels with weights all the way around. That sounds good. Front weights, yes, let's go with front weights. We do have enough money for that. Let's go with a 9460 just for the fun of it here. If we need more horsepower, we'll bump it up what we need then maybe. We can bump it up to a 9560 or something, but just for the fun of it. Let's try a little bit smaller version here. We're going to reset that, and we'll have another 9R tractor here. We're going to switch that out with the 8370 here. So yeah, this will be the twin-wheeled version instead of the triples. And yeah, 9460 versus a 9560. The 8370 there, unfortunately, is only able to pull the plow at about 5 to 6 miles per hour. So yeah, a little bit underpowered for that plow, apparently, even though technically it should be able to handle it. I'll just park this tractor right here so the 8370 will get stuck when he gets back down to this end of the field. Yeah, I guess what the toolbar there is doing, and it's kind of hard to see with the plow marks here, but he's actually putting a little bit of a cultivating texture down. And yeah, that is probably what is causing the lag. Actually, I think that's what the mod author says. Due to the individual marks it leaves, that is what causes the FPS lag. So what the mod author simply needs to do then is either eliminate the marks entirely altogether, or making a solid one all the way across, if you ask me. Just, you know, eliminate the silly nonsense with making it a little too realistic. Not, again, that I necessarily complain about it being realistic, but, yeah, when it causes FPS lag like that, and when it causes silly fertilization issues like that, that's not, in my opinion, cool. Oh, 9R, he's, yeah, stuck over there. Great. Come on, let's get off the cliff here. Notice the door's open as well. I'm not sure why the door's staying open like that. Anyway, folks, looking at time, looks like it's time to wrap up the episode here already. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And just a reminder, if you do want to check out this Anhydrous toolbar, I do have a link in the mod list. So if you want to check it out, which unfortunately I don't think I can give it my recommendation. I mean, it looks really nice. It does function. I don't like how it fertilizes and the fact that it causes FPS lag. So yeah, again, folks, thanks for watching, and till next time.